Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
That was really smooth.
Isn't this cool?
We had a situation happen there, but with Tony over there.
I am over here.
He is over there. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing fabulous. It's a nice Wednesday.
It is. It is very nice.
It's
gonna
getting
be hot
toasty.
again.
Yeah, it's getting toasty again. We had a good reprieve, and so I feel like I'm ready for it.
Yep.
You know, like I haven't been suffocating, and it's been drier, which has been nice.
Yeah.
I feel like
once it stopped raining, it just quit.
But that's okay.
done.
My back door shuts happily again.
Oh, ours
it was
doesn't.
it was getting like it had gotten so moist that that it expanded just enough, and it was like catching on the top as it was trying to. Anyways,
That's a bold choice of words.
catching on the top.
Moist.
Oh,
Moist.
moist.
Yeah.
It was very moist
Yeah.
in Missouri.
The wood swelled.
It did.
It was swell wood.
swell wood.
Uh-oh, got Liz all taken up.
All right. Well, Denny is gonna do some more tootling
Okay.
on this guitar
yeah.
case.
Because last week, all we did was I cut out the bottom of the.
You sawed up some kydex.
I sawed up some kydex, and I cemented one of the pieces of Bontex to the kydex. So while we were off camera, I cemented the other one to the other piece of kydex.
Yeah, so we basically have our top and bottom panels, which are identical,
Yeah, they're identical.
because
Yes.
this is going to sit on top of each other.
Yes.
It's not. There's not going to be one piece that's
Yeah,
bigger.
it's not going to be an overlap. this
Yeah.
time.
So you've got kydex and then Bontex.
Yes.
You did wood last time, and that created like a 50-pound case.
Right.
So we're trying to get a lighter
Yeah.
case.
I don't know if the wood was the whole part of the weight. I know it was part of it.
Yeah.
And it was part of the bulk too. So this
Yeah.
is a little less bulky.
So we use the .08 kydex, and then this looks like the heaviest Bontex
yeah, the
that
heavy Bontex.
that we offer. So you've got two identical panels of those,
Yes.
and then that's pretty much where we
Yeah,
ended.
And then I cut. Okay, the way that I determined how deep a gusset that I'm going to have is I got the guitar. Let me.
The guitar.
For a second.
You gotta give me guitar.
She's cased, so hold please.
Not just in a case. Not cased like your leather.
Where are they looking at us from?
Oh, still front.
Still here?
Still right there.
Oh,
You're
okay.
good. Just you start doing
Well, what I did was
I was gonna say I can go here, and then Tony can go there.
Yeah, just
what I did was I measured this guitar from the bottom to the top at the back, because I don't know if you all realize this. I didn't until a while back, but the back of this is thicker than the front of it, so the guitar is tapered a bit. So I'm going to make it where it fits flush. The top fits flush with this, but the string saddle and the strings are a bit taller than that, so that I'm going to compensate on the top for that.
And you're
So I'm going to make this width right here the same as this, which is 4 3/4. And that's just an approximate. We don't want a glove fit. We want to be able to get the guitar in and out of there.
yeah, and you're gonna have a little bit of a cap on the
Yes,
top.
there's going to be a cap on
So
the top.
that you'll be able to accommodate any extra thing, and then you still have some pieces to go in here. So you'll,
Well,
you know,
I think I might put in one more piece of Bontex just to stiffen it a bit more, but I haven't decided that yet.
okay,
But the only other thing I'm going to have is a piece of foam rubber,
okay,
probably 1/4 inch foam rubber, and whatever the lining material that we end up using,
okay.
which we've been ruminating on that.
We're ruminating.
But anyway, so this outside gusset is 4 3/4. The top gusset is going to be 1.5 inches. I believe that's what I made this. No, 1 1/4 inch. 1 1/4 inch.
Okay.
So-
And then what thickness of leather are you working with here?
This is probably 10/12, 9/10 or 10/12.
That looks, yeah.
You know, I used saddle skirting last time, but saddle skirting is a bit. The hand isn't quite as stiff as the tooling leather,
Okay.
because the tooling leather has been run through a splitter, and that compresses it and makes it a little stiffer, and that's desirable on this.
Okay.
I think. So anyway. Okay, we've discussed that. my original thought was just to glue this to this, just with that, but it's only like 3/16 of an inch thick, so that didn't hold very much. So what I did, and I had the luxury of having a heavy stitcher, but I ran this and this through the heavy stitcher, the longest stitch that I could make, and without a thread in it, so to punch holes. And you all at home, if you're doing this and don't have a machine, if you're going to go through this Kydex, you will probably need just a small drill bit. But these holes are about a 1/2 inch apart, and I didn't use every hole when I laced it up. The only place that I used every hole is when I got into a tight turn and things didn't want to fit right. So
You needed a little bit extra pull
I
here and
needed
there.
a little extra pull.
Yeah.
Yes, and these holes are approximately a 1/4 inch from the outside. I don't think that's very. If you're a little bit off, that's okay.
Because you're basically you're putting this piece of leather on it, so you don't want it to cover the hole, so you need it to be a little bit
Right.
inside of
right.
of how thick your leather is that
Yeah.
you're using. And then you've already scuffed up all the surface of this
Yes,
leather.
I did. I took a scratcher,
Rougher.
and scratched all this and on all 4 pieces of the gusset. But anyway, let's do some cement work here, which everybody loves. Everybody
some
loves
cement work.
And it doesn't matter which side of this leather you use, rough or smooth, because none of it's going to show. And it will all need to be cemented at some point. So I'm just going to take this. And like I said, this was my original intention was for this just to hold the whole thing, but my intention didn't work out right. So. But it does hold it long enough for me to get it laced up.
Yeah. This is a temporary hold situation.
Yes. And another thing, this is over length, so you'll have to trim it after you get it laced on. I've already laced this one part, so I've trimmed it. I just used a square and trimmed it off square. Now I'm just going to go. Luckily, none of this is going to show. And it's all going to be cemented at one time or another, so if I get a little bit wild with it, that's all right.
Denny's gonna get messy. Still can't see what he's doing, but it's better.
Is he just out of the shot?
He's pretty far out of the shot.
I'm out of the shot.
He's just gluing, guys. You got it.
Just gluing along the hole that you punched in it.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside to tack up, and I'm going to cement the one side of the other panel and gusset.
Oh, we're gonna do the top at the same time.
Yeah, well, might as well. Otherwise, we'll just sit here and look at each other. You know how good that is.
I don't mind.
All right.
But Danny forgot that we were popping early.
Who forgot?
Andy. The bad Andy.
Oh, bad Andy.
The bad Andy. All right, so you said this was 1 1/4 inches.
Yes, that's 1 1/4 inches, and that's variable. If you want to make it 1.5 inches, you can. You know, and that's another thing. All guitars may not be exactly the same. So,
Ooh.
I didn't mean to do that. So if you've got a real thick guitar, you might want to make everything a bit heavier, a little thicker.
A little wider.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Thanks for helping out.
We're going thinner on the leather so it's not as heavy as the last case. We're trying to slim her up a little bit
Yeah.
in the weight department. She needs to be the same size, but less mass.
Yes. You know, it's got to be the same size, and we still need the body that we had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we don't want it to be collapsible. This is a hard case.
Denny's getting wild with the glue here. Glue ourselves to the floor if we're not careful.
I need a new brush. I remember one time you said you hated my glue brush.
He's a little squirrely with his whiskers, you know.
My glue brush has seen better days.
Or he needs a trim.
Okay. Now, I'm going to set this over here out of the way.
Do they see this pretty good, this situation?
I can see it now.
Okay, yeah. So just a 1/4 inch or so in from the edge, and he just ran it through a class 3 or a class 4, whatever we've got, which will punch all the way through Kydex.
Yeah, and I used the heaviest needle that I could find. I think I used a 26.
A 26 needle. So that's what we did here. Or you just mark the holes, which will take a long time, and then
Yeah,
drill it.
Drill it with a
Yeah.
power drill
So
or hand drill.
you were able to cut both of those sides out of one sheet of Bontex, right? That was big enough to do both of them?
No, I used 2 sheets,
You did?
but I'm also going to use some of that that's left over on the inside of the gusset, I think.
Okay.
We shall see. This is experimental again, you guys, but this is the 3rd experiment that I've done on this, so.
It's been a
I'm
few
getting
years between the second or the first 2 and the 3rd one.
Yeah, but I'm getting closer all the time.
I was gonna say, it's been ruminating in the back of your brain,
Yeah.
whether you knew it or not. We've been passively thinking about it. You got your center lines marked on the Bontex side, so that you make sure you know where the centers are as you build, which is good.
Okay, now I'm gonna set this over here out of the way. Our other one's probably ready to stick. So what I'm gonna do is just start at one end here.
Hang on.
Hang on, Denny. There we go.
Are
You
you?
just put those 2 pieces up together.
Yep.
You know, if you flipped it around the other way, then it would be the same on both sides.
Well, yeah, but I've got, this is the good end, and I
Oh.
want it down here.
Gotcha.
Every piece of leather is little, has a little more body on one end than the other, so,
You want your butt a little heavier on your guitar case?
yeah. Yeah, because if, a lot of times you'll set it down on end.
Yeah.
I don't know, it probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but I like to take that all into consideration.
And it doesn't really matter if your holes line up, because you're just gonna whip stitch
Yeah,
it.
you're just whip stitching it.
Yeah. Your little inside here, is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right. 'Cause
Okay.
I can fix that with a hammer after I get it placed on. I did that on the other side, so you guys get to watch this time. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I cut this about to 56 or 58 inches, so I'm gonna have to trim this end when we're all said and done. Okay, Now, I just got a piece of heavy thread here.
Oh, you have a little bit left over from here
Yeah,
too.
but I'm gonna,
Here.
after I get this laced on, I'm gonna use that to
Then you
lace
do-
this together.
He'll lace the butt up later.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start from the inside.
Hold tight.
Hang
Hold
on.
tight.
Hang on. Yeah, maybe swing this out a little bit.
Stand up straight. Alright. Try that. Still can't quite see in there. Rotate.
So three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now this first one, I'm just gonna tie a knot in this right here to seal the deal. All right. Now, I'm gonna go in the very next hole on this one just to make sure everything's sturdy here at the very beginning. Now I'm gonna start skipping. Just do every other hole until I get to a spot where I need a little more stability.
Well, Denny, did you do anything fun this weekend?
I got a new hydraulic jack. I guess that's fun.
New toys. What did you need to jack?
Well, I'm getting my little camper. I put a heavy duty hitch on the back of it. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with travel trailers or not, but plumbing is generally comes out at the back. And then on my little travel trailer, it's pretty close to the ground, right? And I put this trailer hitch on, and that kind of protects it a little bit, but I need to raise the whole thing up some so it's not as close to the ground. So I have to, I don't know what I have to do yet, but I know I've got to jack the whole thing up and pull the spring shackles loose so I can put a spacer in there and raise it up some.
Well, you're just experimenting in all of your
yeah.
all your lives.
Yeah, I may call you and say, can you come and get me? I'm on the road somewhere. My trailer's in two pieces.
I had to do that, Tony Ward, a few weeks ago. Our battery died on our car. It had been a little bit funky and we thought we had gotten it fixed. We thought that maybe just one of the connections was loose. But then I did some stopping and starting one night, and then one of the times I stopped it sure didn't start. So hollered at my good friend Tony and I was like, hey, you got one of them jumpers?
Got one of them there jumper cable deals.
So
And he did.
he sure did.
All right.
He got me fixed up.
And this is just a heavy wax thread that I'm using.
It's just that like our white heavy, like that's what it's called, the heavy wax thread.
Yeah, I think it's
Or the
Niletex.
The Niletex.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you worried at all about the Kydex fray in it? It looks to be it's doing okay.
Oh yeah, you mean as far as tearing the holes out?
No, tearing the thread up as you pull it through the
Oh,
hole.
yeah, no, Kydex isn't gonna hurt it, I don't think. Hasn't so far anyway.
Yeah, that Niletex, I think that's the thickest of the hand sewing threads that we carry. It's a hefty one. It reminds me of those, we used to have those boot hanks that the boot makers, just like the whatever, you buy the hank of how much ever that would sew up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sole on a boot. That was
Yeah.
thick thread.
Okay, now I'm gonna take my hammer and see I can kind of bring this back out flush with the edge. See how nicely that worked?
It's very gentle. Look at that.
This is just a temporary attachment.
Well, it's permanent, but it won't show.
So then we'll glue the outsides of the gusset to that.
What do you mean?
And then
Okay,
maybe you'll buck stitch. You'll just have to avoid that line.
yeah, well, here's
Well, and you're
what,
gonna
here's
build it up
what
because you're gonna have a
happens.
1/4 inch of foam in there.
Yeah, let me show you what happens here. Let me get this piece.
You guys get to see the
Okay.
purdy.
Okay, here it is. I'm not sure if this is the top or the bottom because they're both going to be the same. But this fits like this, something like this. And this bends over and cements to this, right? Then we put the gusset over the top of that, which has a folded edge right here.
Yep.
And we will buck stitch that.
Do that one more time just so I can see it from this angle. So you got it like that and then you're gonna fold that part over.
Yeah, this part here will fold over and cement to the gusset. And then the outer gusset will go over this, which has the folded edge on it.
And then
Yep.
you buck stitch those together.
Right,
Yeah. So we'll be buck stitching above this line.
right.
Yeah.
Well, it might be above it, or I don't know yet.
Hopefully it's
But
gonna be
it
above
won't
it.
matter.
I guess by the time
Yeah.
it'll be okay if you cut some of those threads.
Yeah.
I guess if you're super worried about it, you could go in a little bit lower on that top. Or just make sure that that comes up enough to catch when you cut your
Yeah,
top
I don't
and
think
bottom
you're gonna
piece.
have to worry about it. I think probably the buck stitch will be above this.
Mm-hmm.
Because the outer gusset itself won't come all the way to the bottom. There'll be a little
Yeah.
bit of a reveal around there.
That's a spearmint for a later date.
Yeah, but we decide what we're gonna do next by what we've just done.
The results.
It'd be good to plan things out, but a lot of times I have problems with that.
Then he gets excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I do suppose you could make this out of trash the first time and come up with everything. But that's no fun. Denny's been spearminting his whole life. He's
I
used to
have.
it at this point.
I have. Okay, I'm gonna skip 3 or 4 holes here and kind of catch up with myself.
He's coming in on a corner.
I feel like the whole thing's a corner until you get to the neck.
Yeah, there's a short section of the neck that's straight. Other
Yeah.
than that, it's all.
And then it goes back to a corner.
But that's what's nice about this, because nothing's going to show. All you're doing is making sure everything's tied down good. Let's get the hole again. The first case I did, I hand stitched everything. I put an actual binding on top and bottom and hand stitched both sides of that all the way around.
Did we bring that one back here?
No.
We don't have it here, we could. Just to,
It's still on retail.
Mm-hmm.
I thought somebody was gonna cough up some cash for it, but they chickened out.
oh yeah?
Yeah, we didn't sell it, did we?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, some guy came in and talked about getting it.
We oughta, since we're doing this one, which is gonna be another full tooled case, we oughta raffle the other one off or something.
Oh, there you go, that'd be fun.
Or auction it off, maybe.
But Andy said, "Holy tooling, Batman!"
Holy tooly Denny.
And then G said, "I hope Chevy is saving his pennies for this Denny project." Spontaneous creative decisions. I'm gonna go grab that other one.
A lot of this is just kind of drudgery work, as you can see.
Bored yet?
Huh?
You bored yet?
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm sure everybody else is kind of bored. They just don't even have any idea what bored is yet.
What's the boring part then?
Watching me do this 2 more times.
Oh, on the lid?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to beat some stuff out there.
Yep. Let me get past it a few notches here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rush you.
That's okay.
What are you having for lunch today?
What am I having?
Yeah.
By golly, I'm not sure.
I grilled up
There's no
some.
leftovers because
I-
I had salad last night.
I grilled up some chicken and some pork last night. I had a bunch left, and I had my whole container of it ready to come with potatoes. Uh-oh, that seems like a... Liz was talking about that. I'd blame her.
Alright, I've got to rethread this needle. So you grilled up some chicken?
Grilled some chicken and grilled up some pork chops.
Oh boy.
Well, it wasn't really pork chops because the pork loin or whatever they had at it at the store, that was just like a pear thing, so they weren't very big pork loins. So I had to get creative with it, and I just cut kind of the butt end off of it, and then butterflied it out. And then the other piece, as it got thinner, I just cut it into chunks and put it on a kebab stick with some chicken and make some chicken and pork kebabs.
Oh, nice.
That was an adventure. I had to go diving in the scrap bin so that I could get to the guitar.
Yeah, they had it up on top, didn't they?
Yeah. He needs some He needs some saddle soaping.
Yeah, it hasn't had much tender loving care out there.
Ugh. And you hand stitch that binding on there?
Yeah, I did.
Sheesh.
And it's 7 stitches to the inch, and I
You should've done,
calculated
like,
there's
20.
like I calculated there's like 2,800 stitches on that.
Yeah, I think you should have done like maybe 2 stitches per inch or something. Maybe 1
Denny
stitch.
was feeling ambitious this year.
Yeah, he was younger. He was a spry young man when he made
Until
that.
I finished that.
Hey, you never guess what happened to our Niletex whenever you left? It broke.
Yeah, I broke it. Well, I wore it out right at the needle.
So we're blaming you for that. Talking about Niletex breaking. And
Well,
then I had
I'll
some-
give it at the needle because there you've got the 2 thicknesses going through that same hole.
Yeah.
It always wears there.
Then we had oven roasted onions and potatoes.
Oh, oven roasted.
But I butterflied those pieces of pork because the loins weren't really big enough to cut into pork chops. And then made some kebabs. Oh, they were good. I found some pretty good store seasoning. Even I picked it up at Aldi whenever we went on vacation. I found it down there. There was like a smoky brown sugar one, and it's got a really good smoke flavor to it.
That sounds
yeah?
good.
It's got a little spice to it, so Amanda and Allison don't really care for it too much, but Isabella don't hate it. Oh, Chevy wanted to see the tooling because he wasn't here for it.
You missed out, Nick.
Yeah. Snooze, you lose.
That's right.
Show up at 10. Don't miss a minute. Question for Denny. I have to make 24 sets of 5/8 skirting weight reins, 13 to 15 ounce. Any help the best way to oil and condition that many? Yeah, throw them in a drum.
Oil and condition. Oh, I wouldn't throw them in a drum.
I wouldn't either.
That you want just
Just lay them on
put
the
on
table.
a pair of rubber gloves and get a piece of
Lay
sheepskin.
them
and
out and
just
lather them up.
yeah, slather them up.
Then move them out of the puddle.
Thing is, if you soak them, they'll always be greasy feeling.
Yeah, but you don't want it to soak way in deep. You just want it to hit that top few layers. Otherwise, you're going to get enormous amounts of stretch. I can't say that I would want a pair of reins stretching as I'm trying to ride.
Are you using skirting leather or
Yeah, 13
or
to
harness
15.
leather?
She said skirting. Or Diamond S leather. Said that. They said skirting leather. Get you a spot on a table, slather them up, move them to a place to let them dry back out. If in doubt, after that's done,
What's going to give them a better feel more than the oil is if you saddle soak them good after.
that was the next thing I was going to say. Once that gets done, then saddle will soak the heck out of it. If in doubt, if you need to do anything to something, you need to saddle soak it.
That's right.
That's about it. And if you think you need to do something else, after you get doing something else, then saddle soak it. If your needle and thread breaks, saddle soak it.
All right, let me get some more thread out here if I can remember where I put it.
There's your little spot on it. Sherry says, I guess I'm chopped liver. I don't know. I've never met you in person. I have no idea what kind of liver you are.
I think he wants to see the tooling.
Yeah, well, I want a lot of things. Yeah, here I am.
It's not my fault, Chevy. I just work here.
Yes. Liz is about to take a picture and text it to you.
He's gotten more sneak peeks than anybody.
Yeah.
I sent him. I came home with this knife from when we were in Arcadia,
Oh.
and I sent him. I was like, "Look, Chevy, I got a corncob knife."
Yeah, he did.
But
Is it really corn cob?
no, it's like Russian. Oh, what do you call it?
I mean, it.
Fiberglass, Soviet era fiberglass. But it looks like a corn cob.
It does look like.
Like kind of like those little baby ones that come in like Chinese food.
Oh, by golly. What is it?
Oh, Russian or Soviet era fiberglass.
What is it, though?
It's a
Oh,
Large chopper.
oh,
yeah.
nice.
I told him to make me another one because that sheath was so fun to make for that that last cleaver that I did. I was like, I need another cleaver, Joe.
With it being a Soviet era, that's probably like a hand remover.
Oh,
Chopper.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, speaking of corn cobs,
How about button noses?
I went to the Corn Palace in, I think it's Mitchell, Nebraska. Do you know anything about that, Chevy?
About the Corn Palace?
Is it in Mitchell?
Holla back.
But it was really
Corn
cool.
Cob Palace.
I remember
it's
you
not
talking
the Corn
about that.
Cob Palace. It's the Corn Palace.
The Corn Palace.
That's the whole name, not Cobb.
All right. Do you remember where you were having burgers at
No,
in Salida, Kansas?
I don't.
The Cozy Inn.
Cozy Inn. I need to write that down.
No, I'm just gonna text it to you.
Okay.
You won't find it when you need it. Well, maybe if that's the only text.
I will when I'm hungry. I'll say I
Hey,
know where
Siri,
to eat. I can find
Remind
it
me to
on my
text
phone.
Denny whenever he's in Salina, Kansas, to go to the Cozy Palace. I mean the Cozy Inn. Dang it, Siri.
Dang.
Chevy said it's in South Dakota. Corn
South
Palace
Dakota.
is in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Yeah, I knew
So
it was in
Diamond
Mitchell.
X.
Yeah.
Mitchell was not Nebraska. You were a little further north. Not quite to Canada, just in South Canada.
The
Just
Corn
one
Known
Palace,
state
as South
away.
Dakota.
I didn't actually go inside the Corn Palace because you had to pay for it, and I'm cheap, and wasn't all that interested anyway.
You just eat your way in.
But on the outside, it's got a mural all the way around that's made out of corn cobs, different colors, and they changed. I mean, it's a big building, big. It's like the Shrine Mosque. It's about that size of a building,
Whoa.
and there's all the way around. It's just a big mural made out of corn cobs. But it's neat. I mean, different scenery. It's hard to explain. It's funny, but it's pretty darn serious.
Is it darn serious?
Darn serious. Whoever was putting all those cobs up there, I guarantee they were serious.
All right. Share. Copy this link.
Tony does have his corn cob shirt on.
Yeah. Is Justin going to Kansas at the same time?
He hasn't decided yet. I don't know. I feel
When
like
is it?
probably not.
Going to what?
When
Is
is
it the 11th?
No.
Is it on your calendar?
Sorry. I got.
It's in October.
Well, I know that. October the 11th?
Oh, IFOGL 8. So 7th and 8th is when Denny's class is. The 11th
Actually,
is
the
the
classes
show.
start, I think, on the 6th,
Okay.
and it runs all the way through that
What's the
week
6th?
up to the
A Monday.
12th or 13th.
All right. And your class is on the 7th and the 8th?
Yes.
I may run up there on the 7th then. I may just make that my work day and
Come
come
ahead.
up there and take you to the Cozy Inn. Get some pictures.
Not the Cozy Palace.
No.
Go to the Corn Palace.
Because I'll be in South Dakota the 10th, 11th, and 12th
You will.
of October.
Where are you in South Dakota?
Teaching umpires
Ah,
how to
fun.
not suck.
You got a camp. Got the ump camp.
Yeah. The Labor Day one, I'm not going to Indiana this year for that one because they're not doing Division One. They're just doing NAIA and lower division. So they got other people that can take care
Tony's
of it.
too good for the lower division.
I told him that I would do a virtual thing to do my video stuff for him. But that, since it's a lower division, the camp doesn't cost as much. So there's not as much funds to pay me to come up there.
Yeah.
One of those type of things.
You're getting there, Denny.
I'm getting there.
How's your fingers feeling?
Well, when I pull down and they slip off the needle, that hurts. That's all I can say. But I am getting there. What my main concern on this is making the top fit the bottom. So there might be some experimental stuff go on.
To make sure that the top fits the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even in swimsuits, you don't even have to have your top matching the bottom anymore. But the card cases, it's ideal for this style. Diamond, that's some interesting names of schools or towns.
Chevy says Mitchell, Nebraska is like 15 miles away from me, and I'd be sad if you didn't visit if you were that close.
I didn't know where you were. You should have contacted me.
Yeah, you should have known. You should have had your beacon on Denny.
We'll put a life alert that we share with everybody. You just watch Denny as he travels.
A life alert. Hell, my phone! I can't get up!
That Life 360, whatever it is.
It's Life 360.
we'll
It's
just
better
have-
than Life Alert.
We'll have Denny on Life 360 when he goes, and then you guys can just watch him across the country. I actually think that's just a good idea in general. That's how I felt about my mom when she was traveling.
Yeah, I
was
need to be watched.
I just need to watch you.
I mean, I don't. Isabella has it. I don't watch it. I just have notifications wherever she's supposed to end up, and then I get a notification that she has ended up, and she is very good about doing one thing we asked her to do whenever she started driving, which was message us when you leave somewhere and when you arrive.
Yeah.
She's only missed a couple times, and then she'll like message back like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I forgot."
Sorry I forgot, but I didn't want you to know where I was.
Yeah. Oh no, I can still see where she's at.
Oh.
She just is supposed to text every time that she leaves or gets somewhere.
Uh-huh.
She even does it when she's on school field trips. She'll send them like, "You're on the school bus." That's okay.
Man, what did parents do when we were growing up?
Worried. It's a constant.
I'd just
worry.
be gone on my bicycle for hours, just wandering neighborhoods.
I never have asked my mom. I wanted to ask her, like, what did you like when I worked at the restaurant? Did you like drive by to make sure that my vehicle was there, like I made it there on time, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I started working when I was 16
Yeah.
at Walgreens. I went in at like 4 o'clock after school, and then I would leave at 11 at night because that's when I got off work. I'd go home, everybody was already in bed, like nobody cared.
No one cared.
I got pulled over in the driveway one time. I was speeding on my way home. I did not get a ticket, but he caught me on State Street. And I was, because once again, it's like we closed at 11, so I wouldn't get out of there until usually like 11:30, or I'd be home around 11:30, like after we closed, did the tills, all the things, got facing finished. Anyways, so I was speeding down State Street because it's 11:30 at night and nobody is out, and he like turned on his lights like right as I turned onto Broadway, which is where my parents live, and
My
so
mom
like
lives on Broadway.
I was like,
North, though.
okay. Yeah. I was like, I mean, our house is like half a block off of that. And so I just like slowed down and I just like turned into my driveway. And then he turned in after me. And he didn't have the sirens on, but he had the lights on. And I was
Came
like,
up to the window. I was like, "Hey, can you turn those off? You're gonna wake up my parents."
I did actually.
Did you?
I did. I was like, can you be cool? Just, I'm home right now. And I'm 17 and I would like to go to bed because I have school tomorrow. I just want to go to bed. Anyways, he did not give me a ticket. He just told me to slow down. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. I will. I'm going to go. And nobody ever knew.
Yeah,
Nobody knew.
Well,
Don't
now the
ever
whole
do
world
this to
knows.
me again.
Have you told her since?
I don't remember, probably. I don't know.
Okay.
I might have told him the next day.
Now I'm going to trim
I
this
don't remember.
off.
Make sure your head knife is sharp. Oop. Look at that. Done.
Hey, can I make a suggestion for you? Is that better? Yeah. I just have a tunnel that I have to look down.
Tony's tunneling.
Yeah. She's got tunnel vision right now.
We're back at the guitar case, Kevin.
I see that.
Okay. Now, I need to punch some holes in this so I can lace
Well,
it.
you could lace up the butt and show him how to. Well,
Okay, I'll lace up the butt.
I don't know. It's only 11.
You gotta keep going. We're not done yet.
You got plenty of time. Never mind.
Okay, and I've already got the holes here, so I'll just start
Yeah.
here.
Oh, hold on. Scooch. Can you lace it? Can you lace it this way? You could probably lace it this way, right? Good.
Probably,
Okay.
probably, maybe.
I'd love you to make that effort.
Perfect.
Okay.
I would love you to make that effort.
What?
Just Tony. Now you're gonna catch each one of these, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we're even gonna do a back stitch.
Well, because I want it to be. Now I'm gonna go back through this one, but I won't ever do this again.
Never again. You know, I don't know if I've ever actually gotten a ticket. Like, I've been pulled over a few times. Like that one time coming out of Cody, headed into Sheridan. That was embarrassing. But I didn't get a ticket.
When was this? I wasn't around, right?
No, you were. It was the year you didn't go to Sheridan. It was the year that we took Brandon
Oh, yeah.
and Chad.
Yeah, that was the year before I went.
Uh-huh. And so we had just left the airport. Like, we had been on the road for maybe 10 minutes. Maybe. And there was a really good hill.
No
It was
gluing up that part, right?
no.
You didn't glue your butt up.
No, I didn't glue it. I didn't figure it could go very far anyway. I still on camera?
Not really focused.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm talking to myself.
Good idea.
Denny, do you have a problem with me putting this down?
No.
Okay.
The only problem I have is I forgot about it.
It's perfectly tacky.
Guy driving down the parking lot in the Easy Go chair.
What's that?
There was a guy driving down the middle of the parking lot to eat one of those Easy Go chairs.
Oh, yeah.
He got a
Like a personal golf cart.
personal. Yeah, it didn't look like he was gonna be playing golf anytime soon.
Maybe some putt, you know.
Maybe. He had a slow flag on it.
I need to put one of those on my wife. I do. When I'm in Walmart, she disappears.
Yeah.
I may not see her for a week.
That's a long time to live in a Walmart. They're not 24 hours anymore.
I know.
Isn't
I
that
gotta
weird?
leave and then come back the next day and look again.
Are the super Walmarts not either?
I don't think so. I don't think anything's gone back to 24 hours.
I didn't notice McDonald's. There's a couple McDonald's, like I think this one over here is 24 hours, but most of the other McDonald's aren't 24 hours anymore either.
Okay. I've got the holes already punched on one side.
Closing at 11, but they're still open 24 hours, so they can do their restocking. But you just can't come in.
But Andy is so weird.
What did he say?
He's just chanting.
Oh, yeah.
Do the butt.
You're just taking your awl and poking holes in there, huh?
Right.
Sounds like
Right, I just tried to space them out. I already had the ones on the other side
I
poked.
just can't see down your tunnel.
Oh, down my tunnel.
Is that tunnel okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like television, but tunnel vision.
gonna get real snappy and glue this other side.
All right.
If anybody curious, Elizabeth is over that direction. She's doing the same thing to the top that we did to the bottom. She stuck the other piece on. Now she's gluing the parts over there. You can see her in the background.
Hi guys.
And then it'll be all ready for Denny
To lace
to whip
again.
up again.
So Denny, what's after this part?
I think glue the top and the bottom on, but I've got to get the other side tooled before I can. So I'll work on that this afternoon and tomorrow. If I don't get finished, you guys might just have to watch me tool for a while.
Old tap session. Oh no, not tooling. We hate that. How will we ever suffer through that?
You might have to watch him basket weave. So you'd probably be able to get through a lot of the tooling tomorrow.
Yeah, this
Or
afternoon
today.
and tomorrow I'll
Huh?
get the biggest part of it tooled.
Maybe we'll have Isaac come over and set up a stream. Whoops! I knocked my strip on the floor.
Uh-oh.
It's
Strip her
okay. It's strip her down. Fell on the right side, not the glue side.
Nice.
Yeah. This brush is like alfalfa.
Oh, it's in a world of hurt. It's got
His hair has not been brushed in a while.
flailed around everywhere. What could we do? I wonder if we could get. We
Well,
just
because
need
Denny's been tooling right here.
No, I'm just talking like all the time.
Oh.
Like, you know how they have the Nest cameras and they're powered, but the Blink cameras
We
aren't
just-
powered. Just get a powered camera that just sit there and it's just, I put a link to the video feed on the website somewhere and just house the video. Like the live,
Eyes on Denny.
Denny's desk.
Denny's desk.
Live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I think Denny's eyes just got about twice as big.
No volume, no
No sound.
No sound.
It'll be the silent Denny show.
Yeah. Because the Blink cameras take batteries, so they don't like to be on very long. I'm sure we can just get a webcam, but I just need to host somewhere. I'm sure Tony doesn't want me hosting a live camera feed to our server. Can guarantee that.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
All right,
It can be done, but
how are we doing?
We're glued
One
on
side's
side.
laced up, you guys. Pretty light.
Yeah.
Pretty light.
Oh yeah, that's
compared
not.
to that.
Oh, did we don't look at that one?
Yeah.
We got it up here now.
You want to throw that on the table, Denny?
Maybe gently set it.
So this was iteration numero uno.
Yep.
Because Denny doesn't do anything small potatoes the first time.
No.
I thought that maybe this would be the only one I ever did in my life, you know.
He was wrong.
The inside's the coolest. Don't you think?
I do. I like that purple velvet.
Got some padding on your lid, padding in the bottom.
So with this one, the lid comes over and seats down, but the one that we're making, it's gonna just come up flush, and you'll have it
Yeah,
inside.
flush. Yeah, I'll have a little lip come up on the inside to make sure
It seats it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's my thought, my hope.
that's the plan so far.
Right.
And this is the bottom of it, which is a pretty similar pattern to what I've got there, but not
Will you
quite.
come my way just a little bit, Denny? There you
Is that enough?
go. Yep. So how you gonna put the hidden, what do we call that thing? What, we didn't call them by the G name. What of the remote hole punchers? Cordless air punchers?
Yeah.
Cordless,
Oh.
Cordless hole puncher. Yeah.
cordless hole. Denny, Chevy was asking where you gonna hide those at in the case.
Anywhere.
secret compartments?
You can Tommy cordless hole puncher.
Yeah.
You can make the lid taller, and you could house some secretly in the lid.
Yeah.
Open up the case and
Or you know what you could do instead of making it contoured on these sides, you just make it straight,
Oh yeah.
and then you have little cubbies,
Yeah. little holsters on
little
each
pockets.
side. All right. Let's lace. Oh, I better make myself a new thread. And anytime you guys feel like we've had enough, just say so.
For an hour.
I mean, you can do it.
To
do
you,
it
it's
anyway.
only an hour.
I was gonna say you gotta do it anyways.
Yeah, we're just watching what you have to do anyway.
Do you want to mash it up to the bottom at all to make sure it looks good, or are you just
Yeah,
being like the top and bottom looked good, so it should look good?
let's do. I know this part needs a little help. Yeah, after I get it all done, I'm thinking I might
Well, this might push.
green tape it to this, and spray it with a little water.
Oh,
You know
and
what I
mold it a
mean?
little bit.
Yeah, mold it a little.
Mm-hmm. That's actually probably a pretty good idea. Well, because yeah, especially like this is gonna warp inwards because it's not being pulled out.
Right. Right. And it'll,
But I think-
it'll change because there's going to be a lot more body to it when we put that outside gusset on.
Yeah, I think we're pretty darn close.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Hunky dory.
Not so bad, it can't be worse.
Amen. I do think I'm gonna go help gathering. We're running a little bit behind on orders, so I gathered a little bit yesterday, and I think I'm gonna go gather a little bit this morning.
Yeah, leave me here with it
I'm
because
yeah.
you're bored.
I'm gonna leave you here lacing. I did my work. I got you all glued up.
Thanks for being with me.
No problem. I'll see you guys on Friday.
I'll see you later today.
And you'll see me later today.
And tomorrow. Oh, it was on that camera.
Oh well.
So we looked in your ear hole.
That's weird.
A spring-loaded door so that the trigger rigged to the handle. Shout out to the gathering team.
Yeah.
Coming from a former
gathering
team member.
Who was it?
Aaron, that moved to Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Aaron, well, he built a pair of shafts. I think was about the last thing he did that I had anything to do with him.
Was that Aaron, or was that the Aaron from retail that built shafts?
No, I think it was this Aaron. Aaron, tell me.
Speak up. Don't be so quiet.
They
Spectrum
refer
Aviary.
like a
Hi, this is my first time. I'm pretty new to leatherworking. Just got my first order in from you yesterday. Well, thanks for joining us. Spectrum of bird housings, I assume. Aviary. He said his project was armor. I think the other Aaron that was on retail was the shafts one.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember when the other Aaron was here.
Whoever it was building it for a costume. I don't know if it was Halloween or what.
We are glad to have you here, Aviary. Let's see if I can put the Discord. Let's see if it... Sweet, that does nothing. Super happy with that. Hold, please. No, I have to turn on Firebot. But I also spelled cord wrong. Discod. Discod? Oh, that's right. Oh, there it goes. I was like, Firebot doesn't want to open. Call me Spectrum. My name is because I'm on the Spectrum and I have an aviary full of quail.
All right.
Mine's full of chickens.
My wife's niece
7 of them
raises.
fuckers.
My wife's niece raises quail.
What? Jen's dad in Maine, he has some birds. Pheasants. He has pheasants. And he keeps them in the house, and some of them are ridiculously pretty. You like pheasants?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. I like to eat them.
28 button quail.
All right. You sell the eggs?
Somebody sent us a jar of pickled quail eggs.
Yeah. They're very, it's like the caviar of poor people.
Hang on, let me log into Twitch from Firebot so I can get our dealios working.
What's not working?
Nothing with you. It's me. It's not you, Denny, it's me.
So are we breaking up or what?
That's what the girls always used to say to me. I didn't understand it, but
Yeah, that's
now I
not
do.
you.
Now that you say it that way. I'm I'm trying to get it where I can get Spectrum these the Discord page. So if they got other questions or other stuff they want to connect with our community, they can do that. Now that I've done that, now I've got to use my 2FA. Because we are all the secureds. Wow, Tony, that's fascinating. I know, Denny. I'm glad you think it's fascinating too. Now let's try exclamation point. Oh, perfect. Don't type anything else in. Aha! Alright, there's your link to join the Discord. There's question and answer stuff on there. There's places you can put pictures if you want to be better about taking pictures. We have a place where you can post what you've done to take pictures of your stuff, and we can talk you through stuff to make them better. Discord deals on there. When we go live, will pop up on there. What else?
I've got to take a little break here.
Denny's got to go break. It's a potty break.
Yeah, it's time to buy a horse.
Time to buy a horse. Frank says he used to raise bobwhite quail at one time. Had over 2,000. It doesn't look like that one expires, Chevy. Did you make sure that I didn't expire it? It seems to work. Guitar! Yep, we are making a guitar case. Hey, Edward. Alright, everybody should be back now. I figured so YouTube would stay happy when you went to go potty and it didn't do anything. I just made it run its ad at a certain time. Otherwise, it just runs it in the middle of some talking every now and then.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I ran it now when we weren't doing anything. Man. Claudia's still just saying guitar. Not sure what's happening.
All right. Back in business.
Spectrum is trying to. Hold on. Let's send it in the language. I gotta see what this says. For guitar. Yes, we're making a case for a guitar. Yeah. Here's the guitar that we modeled the case after. A Blue Ridge that's out of tune. But it being in tune or not in tune doesn't really affect the shape of the case.
Well, it's the general size and shape of most acoustic guitars, I think.
That's fair.
How are we doing?
You're doing good.
I think I'm gonna get a seat over here. A Gibson guitar. I mean, a Gibson would fit in there. An Alvarez. Most would.
What?
Most would.
Most would.
One size fits most.
Yeah, if you're able to, hopefully you understand English, since I'm talking it and not typing it. If you watch video number 1, we show tracing out the pattern for the guitar. So you'd be able to see that, and if you're trying to make one, you would you'd see how we did that part. Spectrum says, I'm trying to figure out how to make a patchwork bag from a bunch of scraps. I'm trying to think if we did a video on that.
I don't remember one, but
I don't remember that we did either, but we could probably do one. Andrew did a patchwork something or other.
a lot of times those something or others are a lot harder than a regular
It just
bag.
makes it hard to find again.
Yeah.
No, making hat patches and looking for hat patches. Okay, here is a video. D&D dice bag crafting leather from scrap. Oh, wrong chat.
People do a lot of things with scrap. I've seen people make wallets out of old baseball gloves
Oh yeah.
and
And
like gun holsters out of, or hole punching, electronic hole punchers
yeah.
out of old cowboy boots.
Yeah. The question was, are we going to tool it? We aren't going to, but Denny is.
Yeah, that's the top or the bottom. I haven't.
You're
decided.
good. Go ahead. We're going to sharpen the bell knife.
That should be it.
Oh. I got some purple embossed leather from you guys, and I'm going to make a Bible cover out of. So Spectrum, hopefully that video helps you a little bit using scrap. Andrew just made a dye bag, but it'll be the same type of thing. We have patchwork stuff because we give away upholstery scrap on retail. And I believe in that deal we have patterns for scrap bags.
You do it just like you would using fabric. Only you just have to
depends
worry
on how you
about your
want-
edges.
Just depends on how you want to put your scrap pieces together to make it bigger, and then you just make your scrap. You make your scrap work first, and then lay it out on your pattern and trim it back up to shape. I need to make a section on our website. I was thinking about this the other day of like new to leathercraft, and it would just be like a long page of like informative type of stuff, like what's veg tan, what's chrome tan, how are they different, what should you use it on, not use it on, what's the different cuts kind of look like, and then link to some items that we have that would help people books wise, video wise, of beginning leather crafting. Do you think that'd be helpful?
Yeah, I do.
I'll do that in my spare time.
I do.
What did she On a post, just on a post-it note on my desk.
The thing is this, like, you get to just grab that, stick it in the bag, and ship it
Yeah,
out.
as long as she changed that to no longer be that, and she can actually be the numbers, and then they'll pick it, and then whenever they go to scan it, it'll be correct. Never sewn pieces side by side. Well, the way that Denny's doing it right here is a way that you can sew scrap together. You can literally just put the, I don't know what camera I'm one facing. You can put the pieces to leather together like this, and then just run a stitch down as they're laying over like that. You can roll edges and do that. You can butt them together like he has his two pieces butted together and whip stitch them together.
You can use a baseball stitch, which is a good
Yeah.
butt seam stitch.
We'll do, we'll add that to our project list of doing it, because that'd be something good to add to the beginner page that I'm thinking about creating on there. Our educational resources page that we have on the website right now is what I'm thinking of redoing and expounding upon it and making it better laid out. It hasn't been redone since I've been here. As far as the content on it, it has been reformatted for the website I redid in like 2020, and it got reformatted again for the website that I just got done with. French seam. That's probably not a very beginner first stitch though.
So just a whip stitch would probably be the easiest beginner stitch.
Okay, I was like, everybody here is pretty quiet, so I'm not sure what other conversation you're saying. So at least it was another video playing and not me talking in two tones. Two-tone Tony. Put a baseball stitch, a whip stitch, laying two pieces of leather over each other, and then just running a stitch down it, like for a saddle stitch.
Just like we did on the end of that, those gussets there, that's a whip stitch.
Yeah. Guitar, bass, guitar, Fender, Gibson, guitar, guitar, guitar. Claudia is having a time. That was all they said in there. Guitar, bass, guitar, guitar, Fender, Gibson, guitar, guitar, guitar.
If you've got a guitar different than just a normal acoustic, you're probably going to have to alter the pattern to your own guitar.
I told them to go to the first video where we showed how to draw a pattern. You can make a guitar for any part, just like you can for a cordless hole puncher.
So true.
All right, you're going to glue down your pieces.
Yes, I've got to square this one piece off here. I'm just going to butt these up together. myself a little gap there. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll work with it.
Oh, Romania. Okay. Lost our feed. Everything's running on my end.
I'm just making myself another thread here.
Red Horse would like to see a video on patchwork projects. Have a bag of scraps from your retail store, but I can't figure out. Red Horse, was there a pattern in your bag of scraps? No, there was not. Okay, well, I will see about fixing that problem. And at least getting some up there about some, because we used to have a patchwork pillow project.
Okay. I'm sorry if you guys get tired of this, but I guarantee you aren't any more tired of it than I am. But I'm making progress here.
Just making your way around. Let me go see if on retail they have those pillow patchwork patterns anywhere. We're asking why they don't have them. I'll be right back.
All right. They've left us on our own, you guys, to our own devices. Most of the time they're afraid to do that with me.
patchwork pillow, Denny.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Looks pretty nice, too. Those are just seams that are stitched inside out.
Yeah.
Yep.
She also said, okay, Denny, they're gone. Give us all the dirt and good stories.
Give you all the dirt and good stories.
And then said, ... Too bad Denny doesn't read the chat.
I don't know who made that.
Probably Clayton. Maybe Larissa. Maybe neither. Maybe Terry.
I doubt Terry made it. I keep thinking, well, this is going faster than the rest of it, and then I think, look how much more I've got to do.
You're almost there. All you got left to do is get done.
Yep, just that finish part.
Well, what, Frank? Frank says he lost our feed. But it seems like he's the only one that has. Denny's focus is where it needs to be. And Frank says, well, and then Claudia says, guitar, 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 day guitar, 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 guitar. When making a patchwork piece, does it matter if they aren't the same weight of leather? Is close good enough? Close is good enough. You don't want like a 8, 9 and then try to match it up to a 2, 3.
It depends on what you're making.
That's also true. I was meaning more like for the pillow, but you wouldn't use 8, 9 for a pillow anyway, I hope.
Yeah.
Anyone who complains about the price of the case should be ducked to the chair and forced to watch the whole making of the video.
I agree. You know, a lot of this stuff is just drudgery work, but you know, sometimes you get to do the neat part, like the tooling part.
Yeah. My daughter just pulled that.
The thing is, if you aren't willing to do the drudgery part, you know, you're probably trying to do the wrong project. Make a key fob.
Isabella was looking back and forth after she told me I was here, and I was like, I'm staring at you. And then she found me. Oh, she remembered. I'm glad she has a memory. Oh. Did someone say?
No. I can't see. That one's supposed to be.
We're still on video. So if you don't want to be on camera, don't go in front of the camera. If you don't want to be heard, don't talk. You probably work over here in this area.
So you're a leather worker today.
I guess.
But she doesn't want to play one on TV. Actually, Denny said he was going to tool over here, so he said you could sit at his desk and tool. But first, you probably need to draw your design on. Are you still on camera, Denny?
I don't know. I'm right where I was. Am I on camera?
Yep.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Castle says guitar. But I have no idea what's happening today. Also probably do it on the computer and print it out.
Okay, what did I do with the rest of my thread?
chair.
Oh,
There you
sorry.
go. You got it. I was just announcing it.
So people would know.
They probably figured it out. Sorry. What's your question? What's wrong with it? Okay, we got another message in Romanian. Let's see if I can Google Translate that. Do you have a guitar case? Go ahead, one. Why don't you have the? Because this guitar case is like 40 pounds. But Denny's working on you one. How's it going, Lo?
I'm about there.
Alright. I know. brush better. There's this one.
Let's do it.
Okay. Whip it up. What headphones do you have? That was the question. What headphones do you have? AirPods? Hopefully that answers the Romanian question of what headphones do you have. Or at least that's how it got translated.
Stitch up the other end, and that's the little task is done.
Hopefully that was the question, Meyer. I have no idea. Seen pictures of tiny animals made from scraps, but not any videos of how to make them. I think people on Etsy, you can find patterns on Etsy for them. Claudia comes back with a guitar. Perfect. Glad to hear it. Huh? I didn't see Omar today. Alright. Now we just say... Hold on, let me translate that. I have no idea what that says. Yeah, it says headphones. C-A-S-T-I, but it's got a little whoop-de-doo over the A and a little dangly on the S. That says headphones. I mean, I also have these headphones. Do you see my headphones, Denny?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice headphones.
Somebody's asking in Romanian what headphones we had.
I've been hearing you talk about that.
And now we're back to just a bunch of guitars.
Okay.
I'll try to find anything for this Romanian person if they just ask the right question. I'll Google translate it out, see what happens. Well, now you got both parts put together.
There we have it. Friday, I'm not sure what's going to be happening, but we're going to be a little further down the road.
Are you going to do anything else in the meantime? Oh, you're going to finish tooling.
Yeah, I got to finish tooling. I don't know if I'll be done tooling. It took me 3 days to tool that first one.
Well, it's a little bit of tooling.
Yeah. Plus, I had a lot of stuff going on in here too.
Yeah. There you have it. You do it like that, it looks like it's almost done.
Yeah, we're about done here.
All we got to do is left to finish.
Yeah, just that little bit of finish work.
So the trim carpenter says when they get done framing, well, just a little bit of trim work left. House is almost built. Well, we'll figure out what it's going to be. You going to try to do the wet forming thing on camera or off camera?
Off camera.
Okay, off camera.
Because that's just a bunch of fiddle with it, you know.
You're going to tape down the sides.
I thought I would just take and run a piece of tape every once in a while, and then
Form it together.
squirt it down, and
Yeah.
see if I can make it form fit.
Well, what would be? What do you think is next? Attaching that to this?
Oh, next, yeah, I'll be cementing this down, top and bottom.
And then we got to get our finished
Then,
gusset done.
then we do our gussets.
Maybe that'll be Friday then.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Possibly
okay.
this Friday. Maybe next Friday. Maybe. We'll see.
What are we gonna?
Because I have to.
Are you working on this on Friday? Oh yeah, you said we
Yeah.
may be tooling.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to tap away because we got 3 days of tooling left to do.
Yeah. Maybe. Some tooling. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how long it'll take.
You use your what, the shredded wheat basket?
Yeah, the
basket.
shredded wheat. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go eat lunch. Hold on, there's another thing. Hold on, I gotta translate this Romanian. Maybe they've asked to see your coffee cup. Let's see.
I don't have headphones, but this coffee cup is a Bass Pro.
They said, how cool did it come out? It came out really cool.
Cool.
Maybe it was more of a statement than a question. All right, say bye, Denny.
Bye, Denny. See you guys.